Hi, Pauline. Let me know if you can hear me.
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Could you kindly please switch on your camera? Thank you. So we are trying the live stream, and unfortunately, it's going live on LinkedIn. But no worries. I will unlink the channels once everybody joins, so that we see that it is going live on LinkedIn as well. So I can unlink the channel. Hi, Adejo.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Kindly switch on your camera. I don't think we're going to even take that 1 hour because I wanted us to just have a feel of how everything looks like so that we can also test audio. Another thing, I hope the rest join. So basically, I am Rosalia Wangoi Karanja. I am the founder Square One Eco Africa. And thank you so much for agreeing to come on board to have this conversation with us. It is the first time doing a LinkedIn Live. I've done quite a number of Twitter spaces and podcasts and everything else. So I needed to also familiarize myself with Restream, LinkedIn Live, and how it looks like. That is why I was asking if you could give me an hour to just have a look and feel of exactly how on Thursday it's going to look like. I will do my best to put for us our tags. And also, I'm trying to do a few things here and there to just make the live look nice. At this point, I will request that Adejo kindly open your switch on your camera so that we can also see the light. Pauline, your light is a bit dark. I don't know if, but I know since we will have a conversation, we can do introduction. Then once everybody is comfortable, if you're comfortable having your camera off, that will be fine. But for the introduction part, we will request that everybody puts on their cameras. I will try as much as possible to navigate the Restream to see if I can be able to put for us the different countries that we're joining us or the conversation from, so that we can have, we can show that we are having a conversation on Africa. And then I hope the rest join. Please allow me to also continue looking for the rest so that we can give you a breakdown of the look and feel. Adejo, welcome. Okay. Yeah, so that
Yeah,
I can
thank
give
you.
us the look and
I'm still
feel.
trying to edit the.
No worries. It is our test run, and I hope that we all give this hour the test run. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, it is fine, so that we are able to have everybody comfortable, everybody ready for that day. Because that day I will start off the conversation 15 minutes earlier, so that we can join in as well again to just now have a nice check for camera, check for audio, check for the breakdown of how it's going to go. And then now we can have our, feel comfortable. You can have your tea, your coffee. This is a conversation that you're going to be having. Let me say, like what the conversations that we have when we go out for chit chats with our friends. and feel easy as we have the conversation. So that is the look and feel that I would want us to get today, and also get come Thursday. So I'm hoping the rest join. I'm waiting for the rest to join. Give me a second. Thank you for joining, but I had requested that you allow me to do the checks even as we continue.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
I can. We will do the mic check in a bit. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think my camera is a bit dull, so I would have to work on my lighting and maybe a better position to make the call from. What do you think?
Give me a
Because I
second.
can see you guys very clearly. Hello, Pauline. It's nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Give me a second. Someone is calling me.
I should be able to drop messages on the group. I think maybe while we're waiting for them to join, we should. Okay. Hello, Pauline. I don't think we can hear you. Have you tested your mic?
I have.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me? Anyone? Nice. Can you hear me now? Pauline, can you hear me?
I can.
I can't hear you. I don't know. Your audio is a bit low, or
I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
you can hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Adejo.
Yeah, I can hear
You
you.
can hear me. Can you
Yeah,
hear
your
me?
voice is very loud and clear. I've been hearing you since. I've just been trying to turn on my mic.
Oh, okay. And Pauline, can you hear her?
Her voice is a bit
Okay.
low.
Okay.
She needs maybe it's because she's using an earpiece or something. She should try without the mic.
Yeah, I think so too. Then the rest, I'm hoping that they join. I am trying to.
Maybe we should drop a message for them
Yeah, I
on their
have
WhatsApp
already.
privately.
I think so too. So that they don't think that I don't even know who is who, but it's okay. Let me figure that out. Mhm. This is Kenya, so this one has to be Milton. This is Kenya. This is this. See, whenever you're having these kinds of lives, if you don't do this, you will not know the kind of, okay, I know you can never say that the technicalities won't be there, but it's usually very good for us to do the checks beforehand. We familiarize with the conversation, get to know each other, so that when the time comes, we are able to speak from a friendly point, I might say. I'm hoping this is Dixon.
Square One Echo Africa.
Yes, or so, yeah.
Rosalia Kawanda.
Okay.
That's your video you made was very amazing and very educative.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so the other thing, as we wait for them, I want us to check LinkedIn so that if it is showing, I can unlink it so that we just have our stream here. I don't know, have you seen anything on LinkedIn?
Previously, I saw Square One Echo Africa was going live with
The
4
video.
attendees, something of that sort.
Yeah. And then, let me see. Because I want to see if it is showing live. Oh, it is. Oh God, it is live. So I will detach it. I want to unlink it so that we can have our live stream here. And I can see everyone here. I can see you. I can see Pauline. I can see myself. So I think we will be good to go when it comes to attaching or rather linking the live to LinkedIn, because as you know, LinkedIn doesn't have a live stream. You have to use a third party. So the third party that I'm using is Restream. But I see the videos are looking good. So if I may, I think I will edit out the LinkedIn channel so that we can have our so it's no longer streaming on LinkedIn, it's only streaming on YouTube, and we will be streaming on both LinkedIn and YouTube. So I think we can start. I'm still waiting for the other two. Yeah, Pauline, now I can see you look nice, you're bright. Now only your audio. We test your audio.
Hello.
Tell me about yourself, Pauline. You've not done interviews, or you've gone to the interview and the first question they ask you, so tell us about yourself. That is when you realize you don't know about anything about yourself. Please speak up so that I can hear your audio.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi.
Morning.
Oh, I hope you can hear me now.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. It's much better
You're
now.
a bit low. I want to ask. I can't hear her loud and clear. You can. So I think we can do. Well, I'm feeling like I need to call them. I think I can call them and see if they pick up. Allow me to call them.
Yeah, I think you should also.
So that, yeah, so that we can have a conversation, a nice test. I know he's wondering who's this calling him with a different code. Okay, he hasn't picked. Okay, he's not answered as well. So the two of them have not answered. I'm hoping that they will be available. Okay, someone is typing. I think someone is going to join. Okay. The Dixon from Kenya is typing, so I don't know whether he's going to be joining us. And Abiot from Ethiopia has not responded to my call and the WhatsApp, so I don't know. Anyway, so okay, as we wait for him to tell us if he's going to be joining. So this is what we let's get to know each other. So I had said I'm Rosalia. I want to give you Pauline an opportunity to speak to us, tell us who you are, what you do, and then Ambejo, you can do that quickly, and then we get into the agenda. Speaking live on Thursday. Pauline. Sorry, Dixon says he's not feeling well, but okay, that's fine. So Dixon is not going to be joining us. He says he's not feeling well, but he's still on for Thursday, and we can have a chat on how we work around this live tomorrow. So this is fine. At least he has gotten back. Yes, Pauline, you can go on.
Hello. Check. Can you hear me?
Yes, but for purposes of the conversation for Thursday, I would request that you give us a bit about yourself so that we get to know who I'm speaking to and what you do. You can tell me your names, where, what you do, your school, what you aspire to be once you're done. Just create a warm space.
Okay. My name is Pauline Muyodi, and I'm a student at Kenyatta University pursuing environmental planning and management. And I am currently doing my attachments at Slum Dwellers International Kenya. And I am happy to be here.
Thank you. And then also, Pauline, as we do our checks, you're moving too much, your camera, I don't know. Can you have it stabilized?
Oh, I'm using my phone at the moment because my laptop is the camera is not good, but on Thursday I will use the laptop.
You'll use the laptop. It's okay, it's fine. But then the question is, right now, you're moving too much with your camera.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't apologize. Just now correct it because we also want to have a stable output. Remember, we are going to be having a conversation with people from across Africa. We're hoping that people are going to join the conversation. So that is the reason why we're having this conversation today, so that we can be able to correct the technical hitches if we can. But I'm assuring you that whenever people go live, that is when things fail, but that is not what we are looking forward to. We are looking forward to having a very candid and pertinent conversation come Thursday. Yeah, so like that. And then now your audio, you're a bit low. So if you will allow me before I get to Adejo, I want to ask you only one question out of the ones that we prepared or the ones that I shared with you, and then I'll just respond to it. Remember that you can use the language that you feel most comfortable, but then also remember that we also have Nigerians in here, Ethiopians, and people who don't speak Swahili or Sheng. So we are going to really stick to English. I haven't maneuvered where we can do subtitles, but in an event where I ever get subtitles, I will always allow people who we are in a conversation with to speak the language that they best feel comfortable. And then subtitles will do their magic, just like how people from Tanzania would speak Kiswahili and then we get subtitles or translators for that matter. So that's something that we will perfect as we move. So I want to ask you one question for you to just feel at home, let me say at home, when answering it with a bit of confidence, and then now you can also project your voice. Is that fine, Pauline?
Yes.
Yes. So let me ask you a question. So on that day, I will do, and I will give you a breakdown of, I will do an intro as I had sent the concept notes. I will do an intro of the reason why we are here. And then I will introduce all the speakers. And then now the different questions that I had sent to the different people, I will ask them. But then I had mentioned that those questions that I will ask, I will not necessarily go by the questions, because I will also use follow-up. There is something that you might say that someone else may want to chime in, give more information, or disagree or agree with you. So that one also is going to be part of the conversation, follow-up questions. However, I'll try as much as possible to stick to questions that I had raised for the different speakers, because I believe we have our different knowledge and we have our different niches when it comes to information that we want to pass out. Remember, we are discussing carbon credits in Africa, and so we want to bring out from our own opinion and the knowledge that we have gained so far, what we know or what we would want to bring out. So I will try and stick to the questions, but then also remember that there's going to be follow-up questions. And I might not ask you all the 5 questions per person. So don't ask me when we are doing the show. I only answered 2 questions of your 5 questions. I want to answer the 3. How live conversations happen is that sometimes you might actually have one question and then the rest are follow-up questions, and I don't touch all the questions that I had said I'm going to ask you as an individual. So I request as much as possible to bear with me on that day. But then also I might ask you the questions that are here. That is why I am encouraging us to read widely on carbon credits, especially in our fields and in our generations and in where we are, so that we can be able to speak to our peers and speak to our communities. Pauline, I have a question. Adejo, I have said I ask Pauline only one question for us to also see her projection when it comes to audio, and then I'm going to get to you. Please allow me to do that. So Pauline, we know that you're a student at Kenyatta University, you're studying environmental matters, and right now you're working with an NGO where you're supporting communities. I have a question for you when it comes to the alternatives that we have when it comes to carbon credits. What does an African first carbon market look like when you, as a youth, are not just beneficiaries from decision makers? This question I'm asking it directly from here, but then this is how I'll ask it. What does African carbon markets look for you as a youth in Kenya, and having looking at it from a decision maker's point of view, not only as a beneficiary? Because what we've seen across Africa is that most times, most communities, most Africans are only beneficiaries when it comes to deciding who is being given this and who and why this. We are not at the table. So how does it look for you as a youth in Africa and a scholar when it comes to environmental matters?
Okay. As you know, in Africa, the majority of the population are youth. So an African first carbon market should embody youth-led design, equitable transactions, and community ownerships. The youth-led design should empower youths to take part in the carbon market, because the youths are more energetic, they are more creative, and they should be empowered more, because the future impacts us more than the older generation. And for equitable transactions, to gain trust from community members. The carbon market should be equitable, including everyone from persons with disabilities to the old, the young, to enable everyone to be embodied in the carbon markets. And for community ownership, um, the community is the, projects like Kenya's Mikoko Pamoja is an example of a community ownership project. And this means that the initiative or knowledge of local ecosystems and direct investments in projects success ensure long-term benefits beyond carbon credit when communities are um, empowered.
Thank you, Pauline. Unfortunately, I have struggled through the conversation because I couldn't hear you well. I don't know. Adejo, could you hear Pauline well?
Not really. I struggled also.
Yeah, so
But
mhm.
what she said, I felt the content of it, but
Yeah, I think she has.
it wasn't audible.
It wasn't audible, yes. So Pauline, I would request that you project your voice more. Yes, so that people can get to hear you, get to hear your content. And then also now that also builds for us to pick the follow-up question.
Are you using an earpod? If you're using an earpod, it won't be loud.
Ah,
You might have to use your microphone so that you can come closer to it and speak into it. That way, you can get a closer shot video also, like Rosaria.
I'm using my earpod because I'm at work.
oh, you're at work. Oh,
Oh,
and that is why you're
Yeah.
I
using
guess so
your
too.
your low voice.
Enough.
Okay, so you're telling us that on that day you're going to at least project your audio because it's the only one that we're having a challenge with. You look very nice. I can see you well. So the audio bit is the only thing that, and I felt you had a point. Is that I could hear one word and then the other word was muzzled and then I could hear another one. And you spoke about communities, you spoke about where you are, you spoke about the youth being the majority in Africa. And so we should have a space at the decision-making table, especially youth. And we have seen what has happened here in Kenya. Youth are demanding a space at the table and we want to be heard. And we are showing that we understand exactly what is happening. And we have ideas, we want to be able to give our ideas and opinions out there. And some of these ideas and opinions can be used to make our country, our continent sustainable. We can have those ideas are going to help us grow technologically. So what we are saying, as you have said, as youth, is that there we need to have that space. And we have shown that we actually understand what is going on and we actually want to be part of the decision making. So that is the projection that, Pauline, I'm looking forward to having. Adejo, I know you mentioned that your camera is not nice, but would you want to turn it on? And then also or are you saying that you're going to make it better on that day, hopefully?
Yeah, I would not be making the call from here on that day.
Okay.
I'm just here for now.
Okay, so Adejo, I want to also do as I have done with Pauline. Please tell us who you are, where you're from, what makes your day enjoyable, and what makes you feel like, oh, that was a bad day. What would make you feel that was a bad day, and what would make you feel that was a successful day?
Okay. Okay. My name is Adidro Opanachi. Uh, I am the co-founder of Yama Yama Recycling, a pet collection-driven recycling company here in Nigeria. We we run the Waste to Wealth program where we collect recyclable waste and in exchange for incentives or cash. Uh, so we also started an initiative called Guardians of Sustainability, where we create sustainable comics that teach the SDGs, environmental awareness, proper environmental practices. We have been working with Recyclers Association of Nigeria and a couple of other partners to uh, get this into the syllabus, the educational syllabus of Nigeria, so we can start educating kids from a very young age on what to do and what not to do, or a proper channel and means to pass messages across the country. What would make me feel like I've had a good day is seeing my dreams come true and getting proper recognition for for my work and efforts, or finding a way to link carbon credits to the comics. Like for instance, the last comic we did, the chapter was about the Niger Delta villages suffering from crude oil spillages. It would be nice to find a way to connect carbon credits to companies like Shell, oil companies like Shell, who have wrecked Nigeria to a certain level environmentally in all those villages where there were mangroves. What would make me feel like I have had a bad day? Uh, what would make me feel like I have had a bad day? Uh,
You don't have it?
I'm trying to.
Maybe someone not picking up your call and you are hoping that they would, or missing out on a.
My truck driver calling me to tell me he got held up by the police or something of that
Mhm.
sort.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that would be a bad day, and we are not hoping for bad days.
Yeah, that would make me have a bad day.
So I also want to ask you one question from the many questions that I sent. And as I'd mentioned, that these are not exactly, we will not ask all the 5 questions per speaker. We will just ask questions randomly, but from here. And then we will also have more follow-up questions so that the conversation can be interactive and more engaging as opposed to like question, answer, like a quick fire session or some sort. So you've talked about oil, and Nigeria is a superpower country in Africa when it comes to oil. Uh, 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 what do you call it? Oil what? Drilling.
Crude oil
Crude oil.
spillages.
Yeah. So that's crude oil.
Spillages.
Anyway, but we know you're a superpower country. You're a superpower country in Africa anyway, in terms of numbers and in terms of having oil as your source of mineral. My question goes to you. It's in relation to oil. So does Nigeria risk replicating? You've mentioned about the oil injustices that have met some of the communities in Nigeria. So does it risk replicating oil era inequalities in the new carbon credit markets?
Definitely. I believe there's a risk of repeating the same mistakes if not properly managed, if proper policies are not set in place uh, before we start bringing foreign investors into the country. I believe it will be monopolized because Nigeria is a country where uh, almost everybody just wants to look out for themselves, and if you're not paying attention to details, you can easily get scammed. So definitely, I would say it would happen again if we don't pay attention to details. So definitely, the youths are going to be on the forefront of this one. We'll be taking the decisions into our hands and making sure it goes through the proper organizations which we have created to establish our identity here in Nigeria. Thank you.
Interesting that you say that, and everybody in Africa in 2025 wants to be called a youth. And I would connect your response to what Pauline told us that youth need to get a position at the decision-making table because they are the majority, and then also they understand and they have ideas. So the cry has been that we are the future. When we were growing up, we used to be told that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. But now the youth are already here and they're leading. So what they're asking for, or what we're asking for, is a nation or Africa that is allowing its people to make decisions that concern them and to make decisions that are going to make them sustainable. And I can connect now your responses, because everyone in this panel and in Africa is youth at heart, at age, nobody knows. So we are going to be having that kind of a conversation. You see, now I have connected Adejo's response to yours, Pauline. And sometimes it's going to also bring up a question, or you will feel like you'd want to add something. You can just say you want to add to what Adejo has said, or Adejo wants to echo what you've said, or wants to add to, or wants to disagree. We are open to a conversation where we are going to have agreements. We might disagree, but as we disagree or agree, we are doing it from a respectful point. So I will encourage us to be very respectful to one another, even as we speak to one another, and to bring out the issues that affect us as Africa from a respectful point. I was hoping that the other two would also join, so that we can also ask them a question and see how we can do rejoinders and follow-ups. But it's okay, it's fine. If I get them online, I might have another live stream with them tomorrow. I'm hoping, because I have other meetings tomorrow. But then on Thursday, as I had mentioned, I'll start off the live stream. I've taken notes of some of the things that I did wrong. I'll start off the live stream at 7:15. I will request that the 7:15 one is for us to join. And then also, we can also now feel at home and start now asking other people to join at 7:30 when it goes live. That is when now I'm going to release it to go live on LinkedIn. Let us not think about what is happening on LinkedIn. Let us just concentrate on what we are doing here. And then now people who are going to be joining us from the LinkedIn side will have an opportunity to listen to us. They will comment. I will try as much as possible to sample the comments that come in. And then we will have, I think, a candid and an informative conversation that is also, I'm hoping, very thought-provoking, because this is a conversation that is talking about the Africa we must build. So we are bringing in punchy points, and we are calling a spade and not a big spoon in this conversation. So I am grateful that you joined this checklist. I'm opening the floor for anyone to give us tips. If you've done a Restream before and maybe you have tips, you can help me out. Tell me this you can do better and this we can do also better, so that I can also apply in the real stream, because the live one I haven't created it yet, so I'm going to create it after this. I open the mic for your feedback on the visuals, the questions, the audio, anything that you feel we should make better before the D-Day. Pauline.
What if the other two people are not available before the D-Day? Do you have replacements, or can we assist you with substitutes in case?
Yeah, actually, I think that is a very, 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 very good question.
Thank you.
And yes, I don't have replacements as of now. I'm telling you, as I mentioned to all of you, I don't know any of you. I just took a leap of faith and said, let me look at their profiles, and then let me just reach them through social media and see if they're going to agree to come on board. So I will lie if I said I have a replacement, but I am liking your line of thought. It is good for us to have a plan B. And if you have anyone, you can tell them to stand by, and then maybe they can join. I can add them to the speakers of the day. Do you have any in mind?
Yes, I could make a I would make a suggestion maybe before the end of the day.
Okay, that's fine. But then now the suggestion, just send it to me directly, so that we don't also
Yeah, I'll send it to you directly.
antagonize them, so that they don't join the meeting. But yes, it's very good, always very good to have a plan B in an event where people who you thought will join do not join, and sometimes circumstances might hinder them from joining. So it's always good to have a plan B. If you have suggestions, yes, karibu. And karibu is welcome in Kiswahili. And I think we need to make Kiswahili our national, no, our continental language. Most countries in East Africa, we speak Swahili. So I think it's about time we made it our continental language, but that is I'm digressing. And if you have people who are not necessarily from Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, Ethiopia, please ask them to join.
Kenya and Ethiopia, please ask them to join.
Yes, so that would be nice. And yes, Adejo, thank you for that question.
So that would be nice. And yes, Adejo, thank you for that question.
Any other? I'm getting feedback. I don't know whose connection is giving me feedback.
Connection.
Network is a bit poor.
Okay.
Maybe it's just on my end.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I think so. No,
Okay.
I can still hear myself.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I think so. No, I can still hear myself.
I think maybe
I think there's feedback. I think there's someone who has gone to LinkedIn or something. Anyway, other than that, I hope on the day we will have our cameras on for the introduction and our mics on for the introduction. It would be nice to have the cameras on throughout, but then if you feel that you're uncomfortable having the camera on and still speak, I will allow us to switch off the cameras and speak our hearts out without people looking at us. That is why people love radios and TV. But it would be nice if the introduction, we have our cameras on so that I can take a photo for post-production. And then also, reason why I'm saying that it would be nice to still have our cameras is because I will want to take a few clips out of this conversation as post-production clip engagement. So with cameras on, it is easier to say Adejo said this, and then I quote your speech or your take home or whatever it is that you will have told us, your quotes, so that now I can create a video of that. That is why I'm encouraging that we have our cameras on throughout, especially when we are speaking. That will be very nice. I see Adeju has dropped off, but I think also it's time for us to end the stream because I had requested for an hour. Sorry, I see that you had dropped off. I'm saying that it would be nice for us to have our cameras on throughout because I will be recording the live stream so that once we are done with the live stream, I can get a few clips, excerpts from the engagement to share with our socials, the posts, the live. So it would be very, very nice to have everybody's camera on that day, especially when you're speaking. If you feel like it is making you uncomfortable, feel free to switch it off because this conversation is not who saw us best, but who had us best. So that is what I would encourage us to do. I will try as much as possible to add lower thirds. Adejo, I don't know, are you the one who added your own lower third? Or did it come like that?
I think it came like that.
Okay, so I need to figure out why. I think I need to figure out why so that I can be able to add to people their handles, their LinkedIn handles, and their titles to the lower third. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining. Let's meet on Thursday. Pardon?
Do you mean what was written under my name?
Yes.
Oh, it's when you're about to enter this call, it will ask you to write your name and your position. So what you write in your position is what comes out.
The lower third.
Then your name comes out. Yeah.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Thank you. I think I'll ask everybody else to do that.
Yeah, you might have to so that it can have everybody's proper information.
Yeah, so I'll ask everybody to do that, to exactly do that. Write your names and your titles so that they come there, down there as a lower
Yeah.
third. I'll put it on the WhatsApp so that as we join the
Okay.
live, we will join with our names and our titles. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
So I think we don't have any other. We can have a side chat of our plan B. I'll start off at 7:15 so that we check everything. Please let's ensure that our internet is stable and so that we don't keep on dropping off and coming back. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. I think till Thursday. Asante. I will end the stream. Oh, I've not ended. Already.